Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be making a fun fall craft for you. Try to say that 5 times fast, fun fall craft. We won't do that, but we are going to start making this bottle into a scarecrow. So what you're gonna need is a wine bottle. And I know you guys have a whole bunch of these at home because it was a very long quarantine for me, and we definitely had a few at our house. So that's where the idea kind of came from. We wanted to see how we could kind of upcycle everything. So you're gonna need a wine bottle. I'm gonna recommend that you get a clear one or a frosted like I have here. Size doesn't matter too much. You're just gonna need to customize the rest of the supplies to just kind of fit your bottle. Okay, so you're gonna need a bottle. You're also going to need acrylic paints. I have 3 selected here to make my scarecrow face, but those are the best for this kind of painting activity. You're also going to need some twine and some leaves. You can find these at any kind of craft supply store. I think even the dollar store will have these sometimes. You're also going to need a piece of scrapbook paper. I know we all have these where, you know, you cut a piece and you're really not sure what to do with the rest of these. But we're gonna make a hat into this. So that's just kind of what the sample will look like there. And then if you can see what I did here, I cut it into a circle, but I'll talk more about that later. And then you're going to also need some of this straw-like material. And we're gonna make this into hair for our scarecrow. And then a few rubber bands to secure. I've also plugged in my hot glue gun. You don't necessarily need a hot glue gun, but if you have one handy, it certainly helps if you're not too sure about just securing some of these items. Okay, so I think that's all our core supplies here, so let's get started. So we're gonna get our wine bottle and our straw. And this part's actually the trickiest. This kind of came in like a, I don't know if you can see, it's really long. So what I did is I folded it over a few times, and I kind of wanted to make it into like a shaggy kind of hairstyle. Think 2007. Those haircuts were super big. Everyone went through a slight emo phase, at least in my high school. But you're gonna kind of want to make your scarecrow shag down a little bit like that. So you're gonna get your rubber band, and don't worry too much about it being perfect, because scarecrows aren't meant to be perfect. So even if you lose a little piece here or there, no worries. Our bigger concern is just going to be that you're able to secure the straw around your bottle, so it can kind of have like this look going on, and it is a look, in fact. So we're going to put this up here, and you might even want to take a second rubber band if the spirit moves you. Okay, so that is our hair, and I might touch that up a little bit later, but let's work on our hat. So we're gonna take that circle like I talked about before, and I wanted to make sure that it could slide easily over the top. So I cut an X in the middle. It's however wide you're gonna go is really gonna depend on the size of your bottle. But I kind of made it kind of big so that you can just go ahead and drop the hat right down the middle here. Okay, oh, it's already coming along. All right, so you don't have to worry more about the hat until we start securing some of this other stuff. But that's gonna be your brim. We also have here some twine, and this is looking a little crazy up here. So we kind of want to try to create like the, I guess the stem of the hat, so it kind of works into our brim here. So what I did is I just started wrapping all around the neck of my bottle here. And that's also going to help cover up some of your straw and everything. Though I think like having some poke through the top is kind of cute, because scarecrows are meant to look kind of like a cute hot mess. So if we have a little bit of messiness going on, like I said, it works. but we can use this to cover our rubber band, which is always nice. All right, now that that's secure, I'm just going to snip the end of our twine, and you can kind of tie it like I'm doing, kind of with your original end if you've got a little piece sticking out, or you could go ahead and get your hot glue gun or whatever kind of glue you like to use and secure the piece down. I think we're going to work on the face now. So you can kind of see we've already got some shag going on here. We're going to just push it to the side a little bit. And I'm going to get my white paint. And you guys don't have to do the kind of face that I'm doing, obviously. Please be creative. We love the creativity here. And everybody always has such great ideas when they kind of decide to take on the craft on their own. And the brushes that you're using, I'm gonna just advise that I think for a face you want to go with a thinner sort of brush. But obviously use the kind of brush and supplies that you feel comfortable with when you're working with your paint here, because that's half the battle. Okay, so we have two little eyes to start. Let's clean this off. We'll take a little bit of our orange here. Make a nose. And then I have a thinner brush for the mouth. And the great thing about this is too, you really don't need a lot of paint. So even if you have a friend that you want to work with, you can go splitsies on the paint. Or definitely use what you've got for another time. I think we're going to give him a little more definition to his eyes here. So there is our face. He looks cute already, I think. But let's see if we can finish up that hat. So I talked about the leaves from before, and we also have these slits from when I cut my my paper here. So what you can do is you can tuck the leaves in here and kind of cover up that paper, or if you want, you can also get your glue gun and secure them a little bit better by shoving them into the hat. and then they'll dry and you don't have to worry about them falling out. But if not, they do stick in, no problem. That's just a, like I said, extra security. And maybe you want to get real fancy and add in a little bit of ribbon or something like that to make your scarecrow a little extra. And I think we're gonna get our scissors and even give him just like the tiniest haircut so that some of these stragglers are not hanging out. And maybe if you want to cut your, like some of these have some loops and stuff, and just kind of, you know, make sure that his hair is really like hanging down here. And we'll cut this right here. But that is your wine bottle scarecrow. So we hope that you guys take advantage and give this a try. It didn't take a lot of time, as you can see, and I think it will really like spruce up your whole house and everything for fall, and might even look really cute for Thanksgiving. So that's our craft, and we hope that, like I said, you guys give it a try, and we'll see you soon.